Tell me in the comments what you imagined when I said good hair. Tell me what you imagined when I said nappy hair. What up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know by now, my name is Denisha and this is my channel, Sage Soul. And on this channel, I like to make natural hair content, some advice content, and some fitness content. But let me get straight into the video. Today, I want to talk about the real reason your hair ain't growing, okay? Now listen, what I'm going to talk about, there's going to be some stuff you might have heard already. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some stuff you didn't hear. And we're going to talk about it today. So, the first reason your hair isn't growing, you're not taking care of it the right way. That's the first part. If you're not taking care of your hair, it's not going to grow. And when I mean taking care of your hair, what do I mean? Moisturizing it, detangling it, actually figuring out what your hair likes. Now, what did I just say? Your hair likes, right? So, let me take you back. Let me tell you a story time. I started this natural hair journey a minute ago. 5 years ago? Yeah, you know, when there wasn't too many YouTubers out here doing natural hair content. The first one I remember finding was, I believe her name was Mahogany Curls. I don't know if she still does natural hair content, but so I used to watch her hair and, you know, I was like, oh, her hair is so beautiful. And it was. And I was like, I wonder what my hair looks like if I was to like take care of it the right way, because I've always worn braids when I was younger. And then eventually I started, you know, doing some choppy chops on my hair and figuring out what my hair texture was, figuring out what my hair liked, stuff like that. So I'm gonna make a video about that actually. If that's something you want to see, let me know in the comments below. So anyways, like I said, there wasn't that many natural hair YouTubers, right? So I used to watch Mahogany Curls. She didn't have the same hair texture as me. Of course, I didn't know that at the time, really, because I never knew what my texture was. And that was the only person I saw doing natural hair. So I was like, okay, I'll just do what she does. Some of the things worked. Some. I used to have to I had to start learning what my hair liked, because I went off of what she said, because nobody else around me was talking about natural hair. So that's the first reason your hair is not growing. You're most likely listening to other people and what they have to say about their hair. Now, that's how you learn, right? So that is a base to start off of, but then you have to start experimenting, like with porosity, with how do you want your hair to look? And what I mean like that, so there's different states your natural hair can be in. This state right here is basically, it's a wash and go, okay? It's defined. That's one state. Some people like a state of a twist out. Some people like it to be as natural as possible. That's what I mean by state. I don't mean like texture wise. I just mean like what state do you want it to be in. In my opinion, it should always be moisturized as much as possible. But yeah, you have to figure out what your hair likes. Your hair. There can be a person who has a texture of hair that looks like yours, but it doesn't fit your regimen. That's the reality. You could have somebody who has a completely different texture than yours and your regimen could work for them. It just depends. But you have to really take the time to figure out your hair. The second reason your hair is not growing is because you're more concentrated with the type of hair you have. And when I say type, I mean texture. You're so concerned about your texture type that you're not worried about anything else. You just want to know, is your hair curly or not? And it's okay, because I started off that way. It's like, I just want to know if it's like, it can do that. I mean, most people want to know, like, can my hair do these things? And sometimes when you're thinking of it, you're like, you want it to be a certain way. And that's a whole nother story. And I'm going to talk about that. Because when we see people's hair, they're, as black people, you heard the word nappy before. You've heard the word good hair. And what do you imagine when I say good hair? I'm just let you tell me in the comments what you imagine when I say good hair. Tell me what you imagine when I said nappy hair. Okay, you got those images? I'm going to pop them up here. One will be good, one will be bad. Quote unquote. Not saying that's reality, but from how we grew up, you know, one's good, one's bad, unfortunately. That stigma has caused you to not like your hair. Whether you have known that consciously or not. Because sometimes you grow up and you're like, yeah, my mama didn't like to do my hair, so she always kept it in this state. Maybe it was braids, or she didn't know how to do your hair, so it was braids, it was a perm, whatever it was to make it as manageable as possible. When we hear nappy, it's not in a nice way. When you hear good hair, it's in a nice way. And I feel like that's the reason why your hair isn't growing either. And this is what I mean by that. You're scared to have a certain texture on your head. And I literally mean that. I really feel like some people are scared or ashamed to have a certain texture of hair. And I feel like we all go through that during this journey of having a natural hair. Having your natural hair, everybody goes through this ups and downs of like, because I went through it. I was like, oh, I don't know if my hair looks good. You know, is this, now I don't want to say acceptable, but like, do other people like it? Is this the right type of hair? And that's fucked up. I don't know what else the way to say it. And I had to learn that all of my states in my hair are beautiful. This way is beautiful. When it's not defined, it's beautiful. Because sometimes I just like my hair to be just, it is what it is. It's just, boom. It's just out there, you know? And it doesn't have to be defined to be labeled as good hair or beautiful hair. Because everybody's hair is beautiful. And I hate that we are really scared to be our natural self. I've heard people say, my natural hair doesn't fit me. It's your hair. How does it not fit you? And that's a way that we shouldn't feel. And that's one of the reasons your hair isn't growing. Because you're ashamed of your hair, so you're not caring for it because it doesn't look how you want it to look. That's the truth. That's the truth. Whether you want to realize it or not, that is most people's truth. Because people are praised for having a certain texture and some people are not. Because you feel like, oh, it doesn't look like that, so nah, I'm not going to do that. But your hair is beautiful and 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 your hair is beautiful. Everybody should experience their natural hair in its natural form in their life. You should not go your entire life without embracing your natural hair at any point in your life. Please, I want you to look in the mirror and look at yourself in your natural state and say, I love you. Really, because that is you. That is you at your rawest form. That's why I like making natural hair content, so people can see it's okay. It's okay when your hair doesn't come out perfect. It's okay because YouTube makes you feel like your hair is supposed to be like top tier all the time. Like, and that's not reality. It might look nice the first day, and the second day it might look, what happened? I've been through stuff like that. And it's the reality of having your natural hair. It's not going to do everything you want it to do because it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. Okay? The third reason is you're not taking the time out it takes to learn your hair. Again, YouTube brainwashes you to believe that it will only take an hour to do your hair and that's it. That is not true. These are videos that have been cut, fast forwarded to condense them into a video that is easily digestible for you. If I was to record the actual time it takes to do my hair, majority of the time, I wouldn't have enough battery. I would have to switch like 3 batteries because it is a long process. It takes time. You have to invest the time to learn your hair. You have to really pay attention to what is my hair responding to. And that's not easy. And what nobody said it was gonna be easy anyway. This YouTube makes it look easy. But it can be done. Okay, it can be done. And it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna be worth it in the end, because then you can embrace your hair, which will in turn help somebody else embrace their hair. Because that's what's important, is to make people feel comfortable with embracing their rawest form. Those are the reasons your natural hair is probably not growing. I know it was kind of short because I didn't want to go too long with this video. I wanted to get straight to the point and let you know those are some reasons off the top of my head of why your hair isn't growing. I can't go in more depth of why your hair isn't growing, but I want to stop there and make another video if y'all want to see that and really go and deep dive into the reason why your hair isn't growing. This video was off the whim. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw a post earlier and it made me think to make a video about this. So here I am making that video, and let me know your thoughts below. I know it might be a little controversial what I said, but it is what it is. You don't have to agree with me. That's not the point of this channel. This channel, we're supposed to have a conversation, so let me know how you feel below. I don't have a problem with people not agreeing with me. I have a problem when people aren't open-minded. Like, let's just talk. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. And if you want to see how I did this, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm very pleased with this wash and go, I will make a video about that. Because that's how I like to wear my hair most of the time in wash and goes, because I just like it. So if that's something you're interested in, I will make a video about it. But if you haven't already, check out my other videos. Until next time. So until next time, y'all.